I'll pass and let Bob, who's huffing and puffing over there.
I was going to say, I don't know which. You're both making a similar face for different reasons, but I'll let Bob's look of disgust take it away.
I just wanted to, there's so much revisionism going on here that, first of all, there never were Islamic radicals in Mosul or Tikrit. They came in afterwards. The Baathists were putting them down. Saddam Hussein kept that country in a pretty good shape, and he was our ally, remember, against the Iranians? So I'm not going to go dwell on the fact that I was opposed to this war in the beginning, or that a lot of this was predicted a long time ago. But the Iranians are the ones who rose up here, and the Iranians are where these people are coming from, and the Iranians themselves. The idea that the Revolutionary Guard would be in Iraq, I mean, Saddam Hussein would have mowed them all down. But we made Iran into a very big country as a result of it. This is not something that the president lost. I mean, what were we going to do? We're going to stay in there for 40 years?
We did that with Korea.
Well, that was.
We did it with Japan.
That was by treaty, and there hasn't had a fight. There hasn't been a fight over there, as far as I know.
Look what we did for Japan. Look what we did for Korea.
Do you want us to stay in Iraq?
That's what we used to do.
But for what?
Well, that's what we used to do. We don't do it anymore.
That
Fine.
was a world war.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not a world war.
What is it then?
Well, okay, you
it's
can call
not
it
a global war on terror.
Iraq is
not even
gone.
a serious conversation. Talk about revisionist history.
What's the revision?
And the other thing, everybody forgets that like, on 9/11, one of the keys was to try to prevent a place where terrorists would have a safe haven to plot and plan. They're not going to stay within one border. They don't even think there is a border now. That's what this group declared today, that the border between Iraq and Syria no longer exists, going back to the Ottoman Empire. Mm-hmm. And I think that we are foolish to think that we can just pretend like nothing's happening, that it's shut down, just focus within here, because where they have a safe haven to plot and plan, you can't drone that out of a state like that.
And it's also the idea that the United States turned down, they can't bomb and use American air power in Mosul because a lot of civilians will get killed. And that's what they wanted. And
the government of Iraq did not want a lot of civilians to get killed.
Obviously they did, but they asked for us to bomb
there. When they were moving down
if I could just make, I wasn't going to make this point, but I think I will. The first city that was turned over, the safe, most secure city to the Iraqi military, was in 2008 in a big ceremony saying, we've now got all these people trained, and it's the one safe place you can have. Now, the fact of the matter is, back then, anybody who followed this would have predicted that this was going to happen. Iraq is gone. It's going to fall apart.
That's not true. It was actually the generals who told President Obama, if you don't follow through, that's what will happen.
Well,
that's what was predicted.
Follow
through on the status of forces agreement, which President Obama failed to sign. And they said that this is exactly what would happen. It was I would prefer to listen to the generals than to somebody who hasn't been in government in years any day.
So can I ask you this then, Bob?